Yet to go, one of Bella's kids, Phoebe Mills. As we wait for the score for Lisa, she needed a 10.40 to overtake Christy Phillips. Impossible, of course. But there is Phoebe, first in the balance beam at the Canadian Classic this year. For Lisa, 8.80, 17.95, far down on the list. Phillips in the top spot. Dana Lister second, Catherine Kelleher third. Where will Phoebe Mills finish up? She qualified with a 9.60. She has already collected a silver in the all-round, a gold here tonight in the uneven, and a silver in the vault.
Very nice head spring mount. She was outstanding the other night in the all-around competition on the balance beam. It was a very critical event for her. And here comes some of the big acrobatic move. Back handspring, layout, layout. Whoa! And you can see Bella Caroli in the background helping her through this exercise.
He was creating some wind currents to keep her on the beam. When you're on the beam, what's the biggest distraction you face?
Well, I think that certainly there's good and bad when you have a big, loud, boisterous crowd. They can inspire you, but certainly if you hear some distracting noises, it's very important that the gymnast not lose her concentration. Boy, there was another swing through layout. But you can see that she is keeping very good control, and she looks completely zeroed in. And you have to be if you're going to do these kinds of acrobatic skills. That was a perfect front, a little wobbly when she tried to stand up out of it. It's a Y scale. Okay, now she's going to set up for her dismount. Will be a round off to a double back. Here we go. Oh, just a little short on the landing.
4'6" and 70 pounds, just 13 years of age. One of our great juniors, Phoebe Mills.
All right.
Big competition here in Houston for her. She needed a 9.95.
No, ready for floor. Good floor.
Oh, here's a great shot at getting an idea just how narrow that balance beam is. Look at the feet work. She does two layouts there, and it's unbelievable that she stayed on that balance beam. She was almost working on the side of it. Great shot. Here's the shoulder stand. And here comes the double back dismount. You'll see that she's a little short on the rotation. There's a round off there. Now she reaches. She's pulling like crazy. But unfortunately, I think she kicked out just a little too soon and compensated by having to take one big step forward.
Boy, those replays of the movement on the feet on the beam, some terrific pictures all week long here in gymnastics. Our director, Jay Mullen. Now, Phoebe Mills needed a 9.95 to overtake Christy Phillips for the top spot. Phoebe totals a 9.35 on the balance beam. 18.95. She slides into the second spot. So Dana Lister, an 18.80. That's a bronze medal performance. Christy Phillips gets the gold, 19.55, her two-day total after a 9.80 here tonight. Catherine Kelleher finished up fourth. Robin Richter in the fifth spot. Lisa Panzaroni with an 8.80 tonight and a 17.95. And the silver goes to Phoebe Mills. One event left to go, the floor exercise. It'll be a dandy. The gold, the silver, and the bronze. We'll be right back. She is 4'11", just 89 pounds. She is 15 years of age. And this, she says, is her favorite event. She likes horseback riding and collecting stuffed animals. What do the judges look for now in floor? Entirely different movements.
Well, it's very important that they have great tumbling, as we see here. Nice pike double back. And then they have to make a very complete exercise out of elegant and smooth dance movements. Of course, it all has to be well choreographed to the music, and they need a change of pace in the routine. Some slow music and some fast moving music. Okay, now this is a big tumbling run here. I saw her in warm-up do a triple twist. Let's see if she does it right now. 1, 2, 3. Okay. She was just a little short on the rotation, but it was very clean.
In floor, Bart, can you disguise mistakes just a little bit?
Oh, yes, especially on the landings, and she worked out of that beautifully. Now, here's that change of pace. bit. Nice triple pirouettes. Typically, the girls at this stage of the routine slow the routine down quite a bit so they can catch their breath, because they got one more big tumbling run right here for the dismount. On an effortless double twist. A very clean routine. She is pretty and she is nice to watch because she has beautiful extension.
Coached by Steve Gerlach at Scats out in Huntington Beach, California, out of Marina High School. Jennifer Barton, 21st on the national team, and she will set the standards right now. Is it tough to go first in the floor exercise? Because like in ice skating, you set the standard by the judges. Absolutely.
The judges need to be warmed up just as the gymnasts do too, but she got off to a great start here. It's a pike double back. Perfect form. Nice job on the landing. Okay, now here, we're going to see that triple twist. It's a round off back handspring. Now she's got a crank like you wouldn't believe to make 3 twists all the way around, and she's just a little short. She made about 2 3/4 twists, but she covered beautifully with the landing. The last run was an effortless double twist. She drops right out of it. Very clean performance.
There she is, Jennifer Barton out of Jacksonville, Florida, a 9.20 on Friday night. Tonight, a 9.40. She's in the top spot temporarily, 18.60. Robin Richter qualified 4th with a 9.30 on Friday night. Here she is again out of Lincoln, Nebraska.
This has been a great competition for Robin. She's been in 3 event finals tonight. And I know she's looking forward to finishing off this great week of competition with a fantastic performance here in the floor exercise.
Some of the younger gymnasts, if you can remember back, what experiences did you come away from the festival remembering?
I think that's one of the best benefits of this national event, is that we have both the top junior and the top senior members competing together against each other. Oh, too bad. Over-rotated on the pike double back.
And you saw the flag go up by the judge in the corner, signifying that she went out of bounds.
Right, she goes out of bounds, and that's a 1/10 of a point deduction for going out, and 5/10 of a point deduction for having fallen. And there was a second run as a front to a full. As I was saying earlier, this is a great competition in order to get the junior and the senior national team members together. Not only do they have an opportunity to compete with each other on the same teams, but they also get a chance to compete against each other. And I'll tell you, the senior gymnasts better not look over their shoulder too long, because there's some strong juniors coming on.
In talking to some of the rhythmic gymnasts the other day, I said, what one memory will you take with you from Houston? They said unanimously the pool party and the Beach Boys concert.
Okay, here's the last tumbling run. A nice, clean tuck double back. It's a very difficult dismount. It's unfortunate she got off to such a rough start.
Robin Richter out of Lincoln, Nebraska, coached by Peggy Lidick at Nebraska's School of Gymnastics. Now, Robin needed a 9.30 to overtake Jennifer Barton, who's currently in the top spot. Still to perform, Kelly Garrison, who won the all-around last year and in '82. Corinne Wright, who's got a terrific floor exercise. And, of course, our 2 leaders, Phoebe Mills and Christy Phillips.
Let's see what happens here. She does back handspring. Now she's going to take off. Everything looks pretty good. She just pulls her feet too far through. You know, sometimes when you're in the competition, you have a little more energy, a little more juice than you did during the warm-up, and that adrenaline might cause you problems. And I think right here she just pulled it too far through, and there's nothing you can do.
And, of course, your rhythm, the whole routine, mentally now, you've got to get it back, and you have no time to pick it up.
She picked back up here with a front through to a full, which is not one of the more difficult tumbling runs, but she did it with good form, very clean. Now, this is difficult. This is a tough dismount, a tuck double back. She stands up, perfect position. She's pulling like crazy. A great finish. Unfortunately, she had such a rough start that her score is going to have to be low.